So when I ordered my Laminar Defence GHM9-G, I was ordering bits for the MP5 as well. And we've got some cool bits to try. So we've got a box here. We've got a little M-lock thingamajig here. And we've also, most importantly, for any gun, if you want to use it, managed to get mags. So these are the Gen 2 gas MP5 mags from VFC. Let's take one out here so I can show you. Very much like the original magazine. And I got 4 of them. So there's 4 of those. That's going to give me 5 mags total, so I could now run this. But I've bought some bits for it, and probably not a lot of you are going to agree with what I'm about to do to this MP5K, and that's fine. You know, everyone's different, but I love the fact of how compact this MP5K is. It's very, very compact. I can fold the stock. Yes, it's not the easiest with these style side folding stocks, but when it's folded, it almost doubles the width of the SMG. And I think we can do better than that. So I saw a funky little gizmo again when I ordered the GHM9G from WGC. Was this funky part from Bowmaster. Ooh, a B&T style stock. And one thing I gotta say about this is the smoothest one of these stocks I've ever had out the box. I mean, look at that, it doesn't get caught up. Moves nice and freely. It's got a little bit of movement to it, but not a lot compared to other brands. And it's a rip style stock, so you just pull it out and it sits in place. We'll have to see if that's an issue later down the line. Perhaps if we need a bit more tension, we can upgrade the spring on there. So let's get the box out of the way. Very, very nice box for it. It wasn't a cheap part. I can't remember the price. You'll have to go on WGC and have a look. But it's the CNC 5% butt stop for Umerex VFC MP5K GBB. So it's literally specifically for the MP5K. They do another one which fits the full size MP5 and the HK53. Now this should go pretty damn easy because these pins come out pretty damn easy. I spoke too soon, didn't I? Pretty damn easy. They usually just punch straight out, but the universe is a sucker. And as soon as I mention something like that, it just wants to get back at me. So just give that a little love tap. Okay, we'll give it a bigger love tap. It's not a massive issue. I've just done that twice. Not a massive issue. There we go. I'd rather it be tight than loose. We pop our 2 pins out the back there. Stock will come off like that. There is the side folding stock, and we have this bit here. Now the one thing that does concern me is there's no like rubber buffer like on the standard stock, but we're going to send it. And the main reason I went for this stock, and I'm hoping you agree with me, is the overall signature of this part. Like now you can run around with it as like an MP5K that doesn't have a stock at all, and when you're ready, you rip the stock out and you're good to go. There's loads of different positions on that stock. It is quite slippy slidey on there. I don't know if it's because of the grease on there, but it just shortens the K down a hell of a lot, and it strips a lot of weight. This thing is heavy, where that part was actually really, really light. So I can run it like this. I can still operate it as usual. If I want a stock, I can pull the stock out and we're good to go. I might increase the spring pressure on this part just to give it a bit more feedback on that and not have it slipping around as easy. And then we've got a little diddy front end. Ooh. This is from I think both parts are from Bowmaster, and we're going to get this fitted on as well. And the reason is just my comfort. When I'm using this, my hands foul on both the magwell and the little hand stop on the grip. This pin's going to be a bugger as well. Oh, So I saw the part. It wasn't massively expensive, so I thought I'll get it. Worst case scenario is I don't like it and I can take it off. Got a bit of tape on here, which normally means we've got markings on there. Have they literally just taped up? Oh, you naughty boys. So they've actually put Midwest Industries trays on there. So this is a copy of the Midwest Industries handguard for the K. And what I like about this is you've got M-lock sections all the way around. I don't think that one is, but you've also got an extra section on the side here that doesn't foul the cocking handle. So I imagine this is going to go on like so. Yeah, we have to push it in. We can put this bolt through. Do we have the correct? Oh, we do. Good deal. I picked it up first time. We can secure that down, and then we can get our other driver. 2 for 2. No, got that one wrong. Is it this one? Yeah, there we go. And we secure those 2 screws down as well. And now we have a Midwest Industries M-lock handguard for the MP5. Just how much more futuristic does that look? Very, very, very cool. So I can have it like this. I mean, it's literally like a baby MP5 now. Like a full size with a sliding stock. And oh, I know some of you guys probably screaming at the camera going, what have you done to that absolute legendary, historic MP5K PDW? And we've just basically turned it up to 11. Now, the charging handle on these does not reciprocate with the bolt, as you'll see here. So if you wanted to, you could grip, once it sits forward, you could grip it over ball like that, and it's not going to hinder you in any way. And then, you know, manipulate it as usual. And then if we really want to go tactical, you've noticed in one of the previous videos, I managed to get one of these little dinky suppressors as well. I would have loved this if this was like half the length, or it was fatter for the size. And this is the Rider QD 3-lug suppressor for VFC MP5s. I think it fits the TM as well. So yeah, we've got a suppressor on there as well. If we want to run it all James Bond, you know. It's not the end of the world if you don't, because we can just press this button here, loosen that off, and we can take it off like so. I think I need to thread lock that in because it's coming loose when I use it. But I kind of like it like that. What do you guys think? Superb. Now, if I want to run a grip, I can do. I can put the grip a little bit further forward compared to the standard grip that sits quite far back and gets in the way of me. I could put a hand stop on there. I'm probably just going to put like a little grip, and with that grip being able to be put towards the front on the M-lock slots, it's going to be a little bit more comfortable for me personally. You know, we're not all the same. We don't always like the same stuff. My only bugbear about this stock is I'm going to have to upgrade that spring. It's just far too light. But yeah, got a bit of a grippy surface on the back there. It's very cool. So a couple of upgrades. We've got a fancy stock. We've got a fancy front end. We've got a suppressor, which I'm not sold on yet, but we'll see. Maybe if I can get something a little bit more short. If anybody knows of a 3-lug airsoft suppressor that will fit this MP5K that's nice and short, let me know. Maybe one of the Marui ones, who we'll have to do a bit of digging online. There's a little bit of play in this stock. It's not the end of the world. But let's put some rounds through it, shall we? Let's give it a bit of a blat and see what it feels like. Again, super cold here at the moment. This is one of them rare guns that you can't really dry fire unless you jammed something in the mag. Now, I am going to have to address the nozzle and just look for any sharp edges, because what you'll have known before is when we first used it, if you look at the one on the right, that's a new one. That's a magazine that's been used twice. You can see a massive chunk out there, and I think I'm getting a bit of gas spitting from that. So if I have to order another router, so be it. Just be aware of that. Check your nozzles before you start shooting your VFC MP5K Gen 2 gas blowback submachine guns. But you know what we're all here for. And I keep missing it. Let's give it a quick blat, see what it feels like. Rip the stock out. Now with this, what I've found is if you do quick bursts, the gun will fire superbly. It's got a fast rate of fire on it. Quick bursts, like 3 or 4 rounds maximum, the gun will fire absolutely superb. If you just pin the trigger, it will eventually just chuck gas out the barrel and you have to let off and then let it recuperate. Now, it's not a gas supply issue. There's plenty of gas in the magazine. It's just one of these things that I've noticed using this gun. But to be honest with you, full auto on a gas blowback in most scenarios is not really going to be super useful. The only gun that I reckon that I'll say, a gas blowback rifle, the only one out the box just runs on full auto no matter what you throw at it, is the Tokyo Marui AKM. That thing, you can just slap a mag in, rack the bolt, flick it to full auto and dump the whole mag, put another mag in, dump that mag after it. It just loves full auto. It's just built around it. Where a lot of guns, they're a little bit less so. Keep it to short bursts, it's going to be absolutely fine. Semi-auto is probably going to be what it's used in predominantly. So yeah, here's a little update to my MP5K. Let me know what you guys think. Thank you very much for tuning to this video. I hope I haven't bored you too much. And from me and Bench, as always, we'll see you in the next one.